Ladies, NBs, and gentlemen, you have a call on line 1, you have a call on line 1. Dale Tsushi is proud to present the Bargain Bin Tournament. I'm your caster and one of your commentators, Saul Mushroom, and joining me on the mic is...
I'm Aether, going to be your co-commentator tonight.
Alright, so what is the Bargain Bin Tournament? I didn't prepare a graphic for this. There was one. I did not prepare for it. Essentially, every weapon in the game, excluding screen weapons, because there was a recall on that, every weapon has been given a price tag, and teams have a total of $10 to spend on their weapon comp. They cannot save any, and if they go over, the tournament managers will get mad. So, let's go ahead and take a look at our bracket real quick. So, I don't know how clearly it's coming across, but for teams this time around, we have the Cloud Yellers. We have Switch 2 Tutorial is not free? We have 4 Men. We have Cheap Knights of Lego Castle. We have the $1 McValue menu. We have Splatland tariffs and Inkopolis reciprocal tariffs. We have Discounting Your Milkshake. And we have DSI Discount Sploosh Invasion.
I'm so proud of everyone.
Yeah, those are some fantastic names.
And topical.
Yeah.
I really wanted to hear the discussion on how they came up with Cheap Knights of Lego Castle. Because Lego's gotten really expensive, and if they're talking about the retro ones, that stuff on eBay is pricey.
Yeah. According to Mara in the chat, because we're cool. Understandable, have a nice day.
So cool. That's true.
Alright. Currently just waiting on the We're currently just waiting on the Tournament 1. Looks like the Cheap Knights of Lego Castle are preparing.
Yep,
Once they're ready to go, the lobby should open. Yep, there's the tournament room. For round 1, it is Splat Zones on Mako Mart, Tower Control Hagglefish Market, and Rainmaker Wahoo World.
And for those who are not familiar with the format of today's tournament, the first portion of the tournament will be a Swiss style. There'll be 4 rounds, and the bracket will develop as each of the teams complete their matches, and we see how each of their results panned out. And then we will move on to a semifinal and then final match off.
Yep. And it's best of 3, correct?
It is best of 3 for our Swiss rounds, and it's going to be best of 5 for our semifinal and final rounds.
Excellent. Let me go ahead and get the other scenes set up.
So hopefully all the teams have budgeted wisely. It can certainly be a large thing to come up with an appropriate comp, especially, with there being 5 different prices. There's obviously $5 weapons, $4 weapons, 3, 2, and 1. And if you are over, as was mentioned, we do not want to see that. We want to see people who have spent every dollar wisely, not foolishly. Mm-hmm. No overspending, no underspending. Everyone should have a maxed out budget. Although I'm curious to see if anyone or of the teams decide to do a underpriced comp. Maybe they're trying to, make a statement on only maybe buying $1 and $2 weapons for their comp.
That would not surprise me, considering some of the teams. To go along with this theme, I have also chosen my favorite of the $1 weapons, the Neo Splush-O-Matic. The gear is just...
Mind is something appropriate. There is no better $1 weapon than the Undercover Blowout.
Yeah, the gear is just something I was wearing earlier because I was playing V-Sploosh, which is priced much higher. I don't think it's much higher. I think it's like $2. William X in the chat. By the way, I object to one of these prices. Undercover should have been minus $1 instead of $1.
We should have credited you $1.
I don't think that's how capitalism
deal,
works.
Perhaps a buy one get one free. So now, although we're only going to be featuring this match on the Day Old Sushi Twitch stream, as we mentioned, there's still 3 other matches going on. So curious to see how all this shakes out once we get underway. I actually think some of the results are starting to come in, with Switch 2 Tutorial is not free, already winning their first match against the Cloud Yellers.
Very nice. If there is extra time between matches, because some teams are going to Game 3 while ours finishes quickly, I will showcase some exciting replays.
Just like with the weapon comps, we here at Day Old Sushi are trying to give you your value for your viewing dollar. We want to make sure that you get as much Splatoon as we can fit in this bargain bin tournament.
Yes, I mean, you could be playing Tricolor, but instead you're here, watching Bargain Bin. So we want to make sure that we're giving you the value to stick around.
If you're going to shirk on mandatory fun, we have to give you something to hang your hat on.
I've also found the pricing tiers, so allow me to go ahead and get that on screen for you. As we're waiting for players to file in, you can see here in the $5 tier, we have the 52 gal, both splatter shots. We have both Splash-O-Matics, the NZAP 85, the Splat Dualies, the Splat Roller, both Splatana Stampers, the Vanilla Slosher, the Snipe Rider 5H, both Heavy Edit Splatlings, as well as the S-Blast 91. In the $4 tier, we have both E-Liters, both of the Splat Chargers, and Splatter Scopes, both Ink Brushes, the Splatana Wiper, the Splattershot Junior, the Splattershot Pro, the Squeezer, both sets of Dapple Dualies, the Emperry Splat Dualies, the Dualie Squelchers, the Tri-Slosher Nouveau, the Rapid Blaster Pro Deco, the Custom Range Blaster and the Range Blaster, the Carbon Roller Deco, the Mint Decavitator, the Wellstring 5, the Hydra Splatling, and the Ballpoint Splatling. Meanwhile, in the lower tiers, we have the rest of the weapons. So these are the weapons that we expect to see the most in this tournament. Also, the Splishomatic seems to be a $3 weapon. Interesting.
I mean, when you think about, trying to access something middle tier, I think the common composition is going to be $3, $3, $2, $2 to get yourself to $10. I would not expect, unless someone really is cracked with a particular weapon, to take a $4 or $5 weapon, because it's going to leave your team with like just $1 or $2 each for the remaining members. I don't see many teams going that route. Prove me wrong, though. Prove me wrong, no players.
Well, it looks like the timer has hit 0, and we are just waiting for the game to ready everyone up. So, let's see some splat zones.
Love that coordination with the splat. Very nice, very nice.
Alright, would you like to read off the weapons?
Oh no, take it away.
Alright. On the side of 4 men, we have a splatling, a heavy splatling. We have a custom blaster. We have some Dark Tetradualies, and we have a Tentabrella. Meanwhile, on the side of the Cheap Knights of Lego, we have some Dowser Dualies. We have a Neo Sploosh. We have a Hydra Splatling, and we have an Octobrush.
Alright, let's see. Cheap Knights of Lego Castle taking over control of the zone there. Let's see if they can hold it, though. There's a lot of competition right now as everyone respawns back in on the side of 4 men. Ooh, and Japanda. Oh, quick don't look back, though, with the Doom Bomb.
So flipping back and forth. Penalty's gone on the Cheap Knights of Lego. They take the lead.
And they have the numbers advantage. Oop, not anymore.
Blaster alone to cap zone.
Doing work.
Gotta respect it. Penalty's gone for 4 men. That lead is dwindling quickly. There it goes.
Oh, and there. Ooh. Strataboard down by Blaster. Special coming out. Booyah Bomb. Contesting the zone. And
4 men managing to keep it.
See.
Inkvac is out on the side of 4 men.
Oh, and they cracked the Booyah. Really showing a lot of dominance here. A jump out on the side of Cheap Knights of Lego Castle. Leaving their numbers down.
15 points remain. The Cheap Knights of Lego have got to make a bold play.
Daggering their specials very nicely on the side of the 4 men.
Oh, so close. The 4 men take it. And we see a fist bump. The Cheap Knights of Lego did manage to get in a good push at the end. They just needed a few more seconds on the clock.
Yeah, 4 men really kept their composure there, making sure that as each member was coming back in, they had a way to keep them under wraps. A lot of work by Joey, I felt like. I saw a lot of work from that custom blaster.
Absolutely. Next up, it's time for Tower Control Hagglefish Market. So how has your Splatfest been so far?
Relatively non-existent. I have kids, and it has not allowed me to get on to do anything in regards to Splatfest this time around, other than pick my team. Go Team Knight.
Understandable. As you can tell from the ink in the lobby, I'm on Team Afternoon.
Well, they're trying. You know, it's only halftime. You never know.
I mean, according to halftime, we're in second place. I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah, there's plenty of time. Let's see what Tricolor has to bring. Let's see, as far as a match update on the Bargain Bin tournament, Switch 2 Tutorial is not free. Did close out their match against Cloud Yellers 2-0.
We can take a quick look at that. We see a 2-0. We see another 2-0.
Yeah, $1 McValue menu is at a 2-0 for theirs as well, although it has not closed it out.
Hopefully this one will be not a 2-0 shutout.
Well, we will see. I guess it's taking people a lot of times. They're really actually changing their comps, I think, for each mode. I mean...
Mm-hmm. Gotta make sure your gear is just right.
Right and right. Here we go. Toggle Tower. Okay, actually not too much change out.
Yeah, some interesting choices. Would you like
Still
to read
a
them
heavy
off?
Flatling, a mint decav. We have some Tetradualies and a nice Pentabrella on the side of the 4-man. And going in for the Cheap Knights of Lego, we have Dowser Dualies. We have a Fleet. We have a Vanilla Hydra and a Vanilla Octobro. Oh!
Alright.
And that decav
Cavitator gets a nice pick on that Hydra.
Cutting in some backline, cutting down some splooshes. Can he go for 3? He does.
Make it through make it to checkpoint 1 very easily.
Let's see if the whale. Nope, the whale is countered by a nice Kraken, making their way around that very difficult corner.
Alright, 4 men have a lead of 54 right now. Cheap Knights of Lego in possession of tower. But it looks like the 4 men have taken control back.
Right, bubble
Very
intense,
nice.
Powerful combination here.
Yeah, that was a very oppressive bubble placement. Players get not quite on the tower, but on the tower's path so that it stays protected for a little bit.
Correct, and it will last a little bit longer. It ticks less slowly when it's off the tower.
Oh, we see a whale pick.
There we go. A little special to bring him back out. So I think that's Pala on the 10, the back. Ooh.
Ooh, nice double with that Ikvac.
Hiya.
Nice and clean. Current scores: Cheap Knights of Lego haven't gotten the tower past mid yet. Meanwhile, the 4 men have managed to get it all the way back to checkpoint 2.
It looks like they're going to get through this one at this rate. You know, they have themselves ready for a Kraken. The bubble is placed up towards that last check.
Oh, there's an Ikvac ready to keep that tower nice and safe.
See, Pala, can he get it out? He does.
Weebump does get the 4 men off the tower. It's starting to neutralize, but they're right there, ready to keep it control.
Yeah, they're just not able to get the picks.
That's checkpoint 3 cleared, and that's game. 102-0. Very well played to the Cheap Knights of Lego. Some valiant efforts there.
4 men. I mean, knowing the players on that team, it's going to be a tough set of opponents. So very, very respectable work by Cheap Knights of Lego Castle to try to keep themselves in the game.
Yep, and because this is Swiss style, they are not out yet.
Absolutely.
They
we
could
still have many
still
more
come
matches
back.
to go.
Absolutely. Let's take a quick look at the bracket here. That's not the bracket.
We have Discounting Your Milkshake has taken down Discount Sploose Invasion 2-0. I see that match has closed out. $1 McValue menu still at 2-0 over Incopolis reciprocal tariffs, but that one still has not closed out on the tourney bracket. Okay, it looks like teams are navigating themselves in the tournament menu to try to report their results. Once we do, we'll be able to see how the brackets shake out.
Yep. Given some more information about some of the matches that have concluded. Switch 2 Tutorial is not free. Got 2 knockout victories against Cloud Yellers. Discounting Your Milkshake got 1 knockout and 1 non-knockout set against Discount Sploosh Invasion. And $1 McValue menu got 2 knockouts against Incopolis reciprocal tariffs. So while we wait for that one to clear up, let me go ahead and grab the replay of that match between Discounting Your Milkshake and Discount Sploosh Invasion.
Let's take a look.
Let's see it. This is, again, Tower Control on Hagglefish Market. Significantly fewer Sploosh-O-Matics than I expected.
Yeah, did you expect more splooshes?
Well, their name is Discount Sploosh Invasion. On the side of Discounting Your Milkshake, we have 2 Forged Splattershot Pros, we have a Nautilus, and we have an Aerospray RG. Meanwhile, on the side of DSI, we have a Tri-Slosher Nouveau, we have a Heavy Splatling Deco, we have an Octobrush, and we have an Aerospray RG. Currently, Milkshake seems to be in the lead here with 84 remaining. Ooh! Bold attempt by the Kraken to try and cancel that Booyah Bomb!
Oh, I just can't reach.
Only to get answered by 2 of them!
Oh. Oh. Flopping around like a
Oh, I just realized, Discounting Your Milkshake has 3 Booyah Bombs.
Not cheapening out on the number of Booyah Bombs. I love it.
Absolutely not. DSI did manage to get some points on the board. Current score is 93 to 82 remaining.
Tossing off 1.
DSI back in control of tower. Gaining a few points.
Booyah, be booyah. Oh.
There's a lead flip.
Oh, but another booyah. Oh, that is so tough. And I know these two teams must be having fun. These are two Grim partners from at time to time. They see each other in Dale Sushi often. They play against each other for fun.
Oh, the splashdown went in deep and got 2!
Deep Sea International.
There's the wipeout! 2 minutes left on the clock. 78 remaining DSI. Meanwhile, discounting your milkshake has gotten past checkpoint 1 and is almost to checkpoint 2. There they are, checkpoint 2. Oh, but there's a double kill! Sasha Nouveau putting in a little bit of work here. The Booyah Bombs are flying in this game. Alright, DSI at checkpoint 1. Oh. It has come to my attention that I should not have picked such a long replay. I just wanted a nice close match to get featured. My apologies. Seeing some excellent control of that Nautilus. There's the overtime, and there's the game. Alright, so for now, let's go ahead and check out another one of the round 1 replays. As round 2 will be happening, round 2 is currently happening, so let's go ahead and grab this one from $1 McValue Menu versus Syncopolis Reciprocal Tariffs. Round 3 will resume with standard coverage. Round 3 will be covered as normal. Alright. So. Currently, reciprocal tariffs in control of zone. There's a lead flip, though, from the $1 McValue menu.
Let's see what they can make of it.
Reciprocal tariffs have to get in there. They've got to get in there and take that zone. That Booyah Bomb is necessary.
I thought that hammer would have been the entry point, but it looks like it was not. Look, there's a Booyah Bomb there.
Oh, they do manage to cap it. 74 to 12.
Alright.
McValue menu back in control. Booyah armor does manage to get broken by that Clash Blaster. Inkopolis Reciprocal Taxes gets 1 point on the board. Current score is 73 remaining for Inkopolis Reciprocal Taxes, 12 remaining for the $1 McValue menu.
They're eating away at that penalty.
Ooh, mutually assured destruction with that Booyah Bomb and Reef Slider combo. There's the wipeout, though! Inkopolis Reciprocal Taxes taking that zone back with confidence. McValue menu back in control. 61 to 12 is your score. Booyah Bomb is ready from reciprocal tariffs. Expertly dodges those chumps to not die. Damp coming out. Oh, the McValue menu is out of penalty, and that is your game. There you have it. $1 McValue menu manages to take the win. Alright, now let's see a round 2 one, shall we? Let's see a round 2 replay. We will go with... this one. Alright. Alright.
Alright.
So this one is from $1 McValue menu versus Switch 2 tutorial is not free? Getting the overlay set up. Alright.
Let's do it. We're going to be seeing Clam Blitz on Mincemeat Metalworks.
Yep,
Our
it's
round
time
two
for some
breakdown.
clammies.
I'm already excited to see Kiki on the bamboo. That's exciting. Spoiler alert.
Alright. Would you care to read off the weapons?
Oh my, we have Orange Zap, we got ourselves a Ninja Cavitator, we got a Sploosh-O-Matic, and a custom Set Squelcher. And on our other side, an Undercover Prelude that just went down hard. Two Bamboozlers, one of each, and a Vanilla Hydra.
Current claim economy seems to be favoring $1 McValue menu. They're the first one to make a power clam after all.
And they fixed Mincemeat Metalworks. You can actually get up there and play clams. So let's see if they can get up there and make something happen. A lot of pressure on that ball carrier, though. Ooh, but good.
And just to expertly punish that Reef Slider, there's a second football in play. We see a trade. We see a Bamboozler pick.
One's down. That ball's probably going to be a dead football soon.
Oh, there's a sneaky jump going in.
Sneaky jump in, a lot of pressure. Oh, but still gets it in.
There's the score. We've got some football happening.
Oh, it's happening. It's happening.
And there's a couple of clams, and they're passing the ball. They managed to score it in. That's another power clam in.
Don't see any more coming in. The Hydra is backing up wisely, I would say.
Yeah, still 54 is nothing to complain about on a first push in clams.
No, definitely. Crab already ready with another power clam.
That clam from $1 McValue menu goes to the void.
They're monopolizing the clam economy right now.
Which do you think is worse, the clam economy or the weapon economy?
Ooh, boy. I would say the clam economy because it's you know, randomly distributed, whereas at least you know what you're dealing with when it comes to the weapon economy.
Current score is 100 remaining for $1 McValue menu, 25 remaining with a 26-point penalty on Switch 2 tutorial. That's 3 down on the side of the McValue menu, though.
Ooh, just the pressure with these Bamboozlers is just a sight to behold.
There's the jump for the score. Was that 2 power clams in at the same time?
I think so. I think so.
Absolutely incredible play.
Run.
Switch 2 tutorial getting all the way down to 11 remaining.
Alright, let's see if they can turn it around, though. The clams are high.
Minute 42 on the clock. There's enough time.
Oh, those Bamboozlers, though. Whew. 3 down again.
Looks like a football went to the void there. Killer Whale comes out, trying to disperse. Reef Slider comes in with that football. There's a second Reef Slider, though. There's the score! This power climb will end the game. Wasn't even necessary.
A dominating showing.
Absolutely incredible show from Switch 2 Tutorial. Alright, and the next round will be happening live, so we do not have enough time for another replay. I'm telling myself this. We don't have enough time.
We do have time to give you an update on the current round 2 matches, though, because we do see that 4 men have also closed out 2-0 against Discounting Your Milkshake. And Switch 2 Tutorial is not free, 2-0 on $1 McValue menu. With our other 2 matches... Oh, wait, we just have Cheap Knights of Lego Castle, another 2-0 against Cloud Yellers. So we just have 1 match outstanding. We're waiting for our Discount Sploose Invasion, who are 1-up over Splatland Terrace to finish out our round 2 match work.
Yep. So don't take it to a game 3, please. We want to catch back up with where the tournament is, please. Oh, there it is. There's the 2-0. Alright, we're good.
And there it is.
Alright, looks like we'll be watching the Cheap Knights of Lego Castle versus the Discount Sploosh Invasion. Whoop. Wrong source. Alright. Let's go ahead, get that set up. Alright. Waiting on the tournament room to open up.
Yeah, same.
Oh, I'm being told to play another replay. Let's see the other one of those matches then. Between Switch 2 Tutorial and $1 McValue menu. We saw their Clan Blitz. Let's see their Zones Robo Ramen. Everything is fine and professional here. I totally didn't mess everything up for everyone. I apologize.
This is the Bargain Bin tournament, and you are getting a Bargain Bin streaming experience, and that will be corrected by the time we get to the semifinals, at the latest.
I hit the wrong button, and now it's not letting me download the splash tag for the replay. Hold on. There. Let's try this again. Ecological complaint, discount solution invasion has had a substantial lack of solution-matic. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So
They
so
had
everyone
to have an S word in there, so I think that's why that came to be.
Mm-hmm. So this is, again, $1 McValue menu versus Switch to Tutorial is not free. This is game 2 of round 2. While we get things sorted out. To avoid confusion, let me just hide the team names real quick.
Let's see what we have.
So,
Someone pulling up
on-
reflux. Alright, let's see it, baby Bo. Get in there.
alright, on the side of $1 McValue menu, we have the Reflux, we have the Aerospray RG, we have the Clash Blaster Neo, and we have a Splatter Shot. First $5 weapon appearance, I think.
Ooh, I think so.
Meanwhile, on the side of Switch to Tutorial, we have the same team that we saw for Clan Blitz. We've got that Undercover Brella, we've got those Bamboozlers. This time they are both the Mark II. And we've got that Hydra Splatling.
And once again, they're really putting in work here. I mean, a scary amount of covering fire that they can just put out.
Yeah, it seems to be doing them a lot of favors here. They're already down to 10 points. With $1 McValue menu on the back foot. That's a clean 100-0.
Like burning your hand on a stove. Wow, hot.
Very well played. Alright, I'm going to ask the officials. Do you need me to play another replay? Alright, I'm being told that we're here to play another replay. We have not seen the Cloud Yellers yet. And they didn't play in round 2. So, let's see a battle between Splatland Tariffs and Reciprocal... Oh wait, no, that's happening right now. They did play round 2. Yeah, they did play round 2. Let's see more Clan Blitz. I pressed the wrong button again. I'm such a professional. My apologies to everyone who just wanted this to be a normal tournament.
Starting at round 4, it will be. We are working out kinks. We are duct taping wires together.
Like, why is no the default there? Anyway, Misfit Metalworks Clan Blitz. This is Cloud Yellers versus the Cheap Knights of Lego Castle. First appearance of the Cloud Yellers on this stream. On the side of those Cloud Yellers, we have an NZAP 89, we have a Crack-On Splat Roller, we have a Splattershot Pro, and we have an Undercover Brella. Meanwhile, over on the side of the Cheap Knights, We have a Hydra Splatling, we have that Neo Splishomatic, we have those Dowser Dualies, and we have that Octobrush. Currently, the clam economy seems to be favoring the Knights, but it's pretty even.
That's what they're coming out. Seeing if we can get some picks from one side or another.
Ooh, Booyah Bomb aimed right at the Crab. That's 2 down on the side of the Cloud Yellers.
Oh,
Octobrush doing what brushes do in Clamblitz.
Brush stuff gets a broken basket. And they had a decent amount of follow-up with it too.
Yep. Solid push down to 59.
Absolutely. Alright, seeing some exchanging.
Looks like that was a Hydra trade with the 89.
Alright, this 3 down. This is the time. Dementia, they have plenty of clams. They just need to put the ball together and just get in there.
There's that football. There's a Booyah Bomb coming out to give them some cover. Looks like they're trying to pass that ball back and forth just a little bit. Maybe get Zipcaster going. No, but the Ink Mines from the Cloud Yellers.
Yeah, I think that hesitation did them in.
Alright, there's another Power Clam on the side of those Lego Knights.
They're jumping in.
And there's the score, but they need to get another... Oh, there, get some clams in.
Right, a little bit of follow-up here. Can they sneak something in off that Booyah? Ooh, the pressure's high. Dr. Brush.
Oh, the brush said yes.
There it is.
Getting all the way down to 41.
Yeah, that's going to close off that push. But they're already ready to make a next one. As they got another Power Clam made. Oops. 2 down on the side.
There's a wipeout.
Let's see it.
Cloud Yellers going in.
They're ready. They have the numbers. They have the clams. Can they get it all in time?
Oh, there's a sneak attack from the 89. Manages to pick off 2 from behind. They're keeping that basket open.
Going. We're going to see the desperate jump with the Power Clamp.
There it is.
Not enough to put it over the top, but...
They are 2 claims away from taking lead. There it is. There's the lead flip.
There's the flip.
Current score is 39 to 41. 1 minute left on the clock.
Umbrella overwhelmed by superior numbers and firepower.
Hydra Splatling trying to pop Booyah, not finding success next to that Karakon Splat Roller.
No, Yotza finds the way.
Keep Knights have to get something together in the next 15 seconds. They do have a Pity Clam.
Time to make something happen.
There's a Booyah Bomb and a Zipcaster trying to get some confusion going.
Yeah, I wonder if they didn't need to clip it on that wall there. Are they gonna get it?
There's the throw. They need one clam in.
They need one clam.
Fizz.
Oh, and there it was. Ooh. Well.
All right. Very well played to the Knights. Let's go ahead and see their round 2 as well, shall we?
Alright, so let's get that Splat Zones and Robo Ramen round going.
Alright, want to read off some weapons?
Ooh, we have some Tetradulies. I forget exactly what they call the other Octobrush. I say Vanilla's Blue. And oh, a Nova! First shot Nova, that's so great. And on the other side we have a Hydra, a Sploosha, some Dapple, some Dowsers, and another Octobrush.
Alright, zone possession is in favor of the Cloud Yellers.
The whales come out, the zone is flipped.
I'm starting to drop frames. The stream is not immune from scuff.
That's it, the Lego Knights are going down. Can Codgers get it? And there's a zone flip for them. They have a little bit of penalty to get through, and they've lost some numbers. We'll see if they can manage to hold it enough to break down that penalty. As the Discount Knights of Lego Castle flip the zone and answers that question.
Oh, I do not know why my internet is dying right now. It is not a good time for this.
The Booyah is out. The zone is flipped again. Cloudo's trying to zone. They have the numbers for now. The Lego Knights are trying to make their move back in. And they do.
Lego Knights back in control. 74 to 70. Their penalty's almost gone. They could take lead here.
There it is. Using one to, I think, the whale there. Oops.
There's another flip thanks to that Reef Slider.
Another Reef Slider. Reef Slider chaining.
Look, they saw that Dolphin was playable in the new Mario Kart. They're very excited.
Gotta get the practice in early.
Exactly.
Oh, and Zion coming in, doing some work.
Current score is 70 to 57. Penalties gone for Cloud Yellers.
Oh, trying to hold on to that zone. It's still contested though. It's anyone's zone. Ducking in and out. Nope,
Penalty is back on Cloud Yellers.
And another quick flip.
And again, the stream is unfortunately dying. Why?
Reef Slider. Lego Knights with a 3-up advantage is slowly dwindling as they come back in from spawn on the side of Cloud Yeller. Those Dowsers doing work, allowing them to take a really solid portion of their remaining points to go.
I do apologize for the stream instability at the moment.
A few more ticks.
There it
And
is.
there it is.
Once we resume live coverage for round 3, I will be locally recording it such that these interruptions will not be reflected in the YouTube upload. Realistically, I should have thought of that beforehand, but it's fine.
We have one of our round 3 matches closed out. Splatland Tariffs 2-0 over Inkopolis Reciprocal Tariffs.
Yeah.
Our other matches, 2 of them are tied currently 1-1, and we're waiting on the Cheap Knights of Lego Castle versus Discount Sploose Invasion to put up something else other than their 1-0.
Alright, let's go ahead and watch at least one match from the set of Splatland Tariffs versus Inkopolis Reciprocal Tariffs. I'll go ahead and download both of those replays. Alright. Let's see. Clam Blitz on Marlin Airport.
All right, that'll be their second of the 3 maps in that round 3 map set.
And unfortunately, I do have to stop my recording there because it was causing significant lag.
Well, that is okay, because we are on.
Alright. On the side of Splatling Tariffs, we have an Aerospray RG. We have a Mini Splatling. We have a Custom Splattershot Jr. and we have a Hydra Splatling. Meanwhile, on the side of Inkopolis Reciprocal Tariffs, we have a Tenatech Splattershot, again, a $5 weapon. Very expensive. We have a Big Swig Roller, I think. We have a Clash Blaster Neo, and we have an NZAP 85, or 89 rather. That is a wipeout. Splatland Tariffs getting some points in there.
Open. Keep it open, keep it open. Not able to keep it open, but they're certainly ready for the next go. Alright, both teams fighting for mid control right now. A lot of specials being traded right now.
Yeah, that's 3 down on the side of Splatland Tariffs. That's a wipeout on Splatland Tariffs. Inkopolis Reciprocal Tariffs going in with a football.
And it's in. They have some follow-up, but can they squeak it in? Oh, it's just the poor Clash Blaster.
Clash Blaster retreating, trying not to feed in there. Smart play, 57 to 71 points. Current lead is with Splatland Tariffs. There's a lot of chumps, a lot of curling bombs coming out from Inkopolis Reciprocal Tariffs. We see a trade between the Clash and the Mini. Inkopolis Reciprocal passing that clan back and forth.
and it looks like the Booyah clips the ink back. Whew.
3 down on the side of Accomplished Reciprocal Tariffs. That claim is going to the void. Spiraling Tariffs getting in there, trying to make a push ready.
They're poised.
Oh, that stamp comes out, clearing the way. There's the Booyah Bomb.
Booyah's to soften. I see a Hydra slipping in. There it is.
There's the second Booyah coming out. Triple Ink Strike keeping Splatland Tariffs away from scoring any more points. 38 to 71. Minute 35 left on the clock. Splatland Tariffs have yet another football. Inkvet comes out from Inkopolis Reciprocal Tariffs.
And they capitalize on it to get the numbers in their favor. Not so much. As that hammer is doing work. Oh,
there's
boy.
a wipeout.
Flatland Tariffs. Showing who the...
Oh, missed the throw. That's okay, you get a second try. More clams are going
and a very
in.
nice suppressive Booyah Bomb.
Oh, that power clam will end the game.
If they can get it up.
There we go.
And there it is.
That game goes to Splatland Tariffs.
Okay, let's see. In our round 3 matches, we have another one finally coming in. We have Discounting Your Milkshake 2-1 over $1 McValue menu.
All right.
And it looks
and
like
now let's see.
4 men and again, Switch 2 tutorial is not free. Should be closing out as well with a 1 to 4 men.
All right. Let's see some Rainmaker. This is, again, Splatland Tariffs versus Inkopolis Reciprocal Tariffs. Tony B's in chat, all ranged weapons will have tariffs imposed on them.
I see a message coming in from RTOs on high.
Alright, this replay may wind up being cut short. It depends on how quick this match is, because we are moving on to round 4. Push to 72 right off the bat from Splatland Tariffs. This is a KO victory, so it could be quick. Stamp gets a lot of picks. There's the Rainmaker being carried up to podium.
That might just do it right there.
There we go. The last replay that will be happening, because we're moving on to live coverage. Splatland Tariffs takes Rainmaker very quickly. Okay. We're back on track. We're back on the right timeline. No more replays, no more technical issues.
Just live round 4 coverage.
We'll be getting live coverage of Swiss Style Rank 1 team and Swiss Style Rank 4 team when those are decided. Looks like 4 men versus Switch 2 tutorial is just waiting to be finalized.
Yes.
And Cheap Knights of Lego Castle versus Discount Sploosh Invasion is also waiting to be decided. So, since we are not doing any more replays, And it seems the stream has also stabilized, so we're good.
Excellent. So far, we've definitely been seeing most of the team comp sticking into the $1, $2, and $3 weapons. Very rarely are we seeing a splatter shot pulled out from the $5 list. I haven't seen a single cooler, as I believe all of the cooler weapons are $4 and $5, if my memory serves.
We did see the... I believe we saw the Tri-Slosher Nouveau from DSI during that tower control game.
Oh, that's true. Okay. But few and far in between. We're, definitely, this is not the stream to check in with if you're looking for tournament competitive comp and the meta. We're far away from the meta.
Let's see if we can get a nice quick one going here. Let's do some more Rainmaker. I'm being told to play one replay.
One last replay.
One final replay. This is from 4 Men versus Switch 2 tutorial.
I'm getting... we should be doing DSI versus Lego, potentially, because they're 1-1. And still in progress.
Possibly. Yes, actually. We are going to show one of their matches. I was just a little concerned about time.
Let's see what our TOs on high have to say.
But yes, if TOs are requesting one match, then let's show Rainmaker from DSI versus Lego Knights first. One last replay.
One last replay.
All right. On the side of Cheap Knights, we have the Dazzler Dualies, we have the Neo Sploosh, we have the Octobrush, and we have the Hydra Splatling. Meanwhile, on the side of DSI, we have a custom Wellstring, we have a Paintbrush, we've got an Aerospray, and we've got a Hydra Splatling. That's 3 down on the side of Lego Knights.
Is it going to be a quick one? Let's find out.
Looks like Lego Knights are able to defend, getting that Wavebreaker down. I restarted the Discord stream.
Thank you. They're still keeping the pressure on. They grabbed the Rainmaker again, but quickly down.
26 remaining for DSI. Lego Knights haven't quite gotten it out of mid yet. They are in possession of Maker, though. Can they make it to the checkpoint? They managed to make it to mid, looks like. Octobrush going around trying to pick off some of the backline, give Rainmaker some room, but they lose the Maker in the process. Points on the board now. 3 down on the side of the Lego Knights, though. There's the wipeout!
And there's the wipe.
There's a wipeout from DSI, though.
Discount Sploosh Invasion, bringing the invasion, not bringing the sploosh.
Reef Slider going in, trying to clear that uninkable path. But the brush is right there waiting.
The numbers are still even, though. They could get this up the pedestal if they can get to it.
Alright, Killer Whale making uninkable very unappealing. Rainmaker in possession of the LEGO Knights. DSI playing defense on that bridge. Wheelbomb comes out.
Ooh, and Tangy with a great cover on that. Spider-Man.
LEGO Knights trying to make that push to checkpoint. Paintbrush manages to beat out that Octobrush. Curling Moms get a nice quick pop on that Maker.
You're a booyah. DSI being very patient. Waiting for their friends to help, but the whale finds them instead.
The whale has decided the Rainmaker should die. "38 seconds left on the clock. Current score is 10 remaining for DSI, 85 remaining for the LEGO Knights. LEGO Knights trying to paint their way to either of those checkpoints.
Oh. And they're
Brush manages to take out the Maker.
Oh, not a lot of time left.
Oh, but there's the wipeout.
Close it.
That is game.
Woo.
All right. And that should be the last replay now.
Yes, we're just waiting for the final tally to come in for our final round 3 match.
Taking a look at the bracket, it looks like the Cheap Knights managed to pull off a reverse sweep against DSI.
Amazing. All right. And with all of the results in, we're going to move on to our...
We are moving on to Discounting Your Milkshake versus Cheap Knights of Lego Castle. And it's happening live now. I turned off the wrong source again.
We will wait for the lobby.
Again, my sincere apologies for misjudging the time that watching a replay would take.
I think everyone will forgive you. At least the majority of people will forgive you, I think. Although, as we wait, this does give us a little bit of time to look at the points as total so far. 4 men in the lead with 9 points. And the rest of our top 2, 3, and 4 teams are all tied with 6 points, which Two Tutorial is not free, Discounted Good Milkshake, and Cheap Nights of Lego Castle. So really, it's still anyone's opportunity to get into the semis, I feel like.
Absolutely.
Okay, you're getting word of
Should
the
be
room
up soon.
shortly.
Alright. Looks like the Cheap Knights of Lego Castle are currently preparing. So, what Splatfest team did y'all pick, chat? I picked Afternoon because I was concerned that one of my friends would have to play alone.
Oh, that's nice of you.
I'm not surprised that a majority of people went with Team Knight.
I'm one of those people who just answers the question, and it made sense to me. You are never more productive than when you're writing a paper at 2 in the morning, the morning before it's due.
All right. The room is open.
All right, let's see what we have.
As this is Swiss Round 4, our maps are Tower Control Sturgeon Shipyard, Rainmaker Scorch Gorge, and Clamblitz Manta Maria. So we're going to see some tower control on Sturgeon Shipyard. That's a 4v3.
Interesting strategy.
I don't think that's how that should have been.
If they're purchasing expensive weaponry, that would be a possibility.
I mean,
as long as they have it together, who am I to judge?
we'll see.
I wondered if a team was going to do this. And it looks like it's official.
Let's see what happens then. Alright. On the side of discounting your milkshake, we have an L3 nozzle nose. We have an ended battle because it was a mistake, in fact.
Oh, my hopes are dashed. No contest.
We were so excited about finally being back to live matches. Okay, all 4 people are in now. Alright, so I wonder if we will see some different choices now that we got a small preview at some of the strategies. It's possible, but it's also likely that they just will write it out.
If it's me, I'm in the camp of you pick a comp, you dial it in, regardless of the map or mode, regardless of the team, because you want to get that cohesion, that gel between your teammates and the weapon comp that you chose. I think switching it up puts a lot of strain on your ability to fight effectively throughout an entire tournament, but that's just me.
No time for extra math. Alright. Back at it. Tower control. Sturgeon Shipyard. We're doing it live. Everyone's here. Alright. On the side of discounting your milkshake, we have an L3 nozzle nose. We have a heavy splatling. We have an NZAP 89. And we have a I think this is the first time we've seen a sloshing machine.
Yeah, I think so.
Meanwhile, on the side of Cheap Knights of Lego Castle, we have an Octobrush, we have some Dowser Doolies, we have that Neo Sploosh, and we have a Hydra Splatling. Currently discounting your milkshake is at checkpoint 1.
Strong work. Cleaning things out, timing their specials, using the crab tank to hold the tower for as long as possible as it's coming around that corner. Working on that second check. Mar doing some fine work with the L3. Jumps coming in. Ooh, they managed to get the tower before they die.
Yeah, just barely getting through that second check before getting picked off. It is a straight shot to victory, but that road is paved with blue bullets. That's 2 down on the side of discounting your milkshake. Points on the board for the Lego Knights.
Yeah, really, discount Knights of Lego Castle. Not really having a lot of concentration of the tower right there. Really keeping them distracted. But no one on the tower right now. Oh.
Hydra Splatling does have more range than the Heavy Splatling. This Heavy's got to play careful.
Very, yeah. Some PG sploosh work there. Allowing.
Lego Knights at checkpoint 2.
Got Gotta get back on it. Radivor goes down. Woolie's trying to hide.
Nice!
Suction
Nice
bomb.
jump punish.
Tower's eking its way back towards mid, so they're kind of losing progress on that side of things.
Current scores, 33 remaining for the Lego Knights, 23 remaining for Discounting Your Milkshake.
Moving it back up. Octobrush putting a lot of pressure on, being smart, pinching and moving.
Oh, they're almost... Oh, they made some progress on that checkpoint.
They're coming in. This could be the time for the lead flip. The entire team trying to make short work of that.
There's the lead flip.
Lara trying to hold it down.
There's a wipeout on the Lego Knights. Discounting Your Milkshake. Looking like they're just doing a bit of spring cleaning here. Cleaning up their base. 14 remaining for the Lego Knights, 23 remaining for the Drinking Your Milkshake, or Discounting Your Milkshake.
And they're really going to have to hurry. I mean, they have so much work to do in that final corner from checkpoint 2 to 3.
Yeah, they've still got a decent amount of time to make it happen, though. See on the Neos Splish put down some beacons. That beacon is going to get someone killed. There's a wipeout! Discounting Your Milkshake. Getting back into mid. Right in that tower a little bit. 50 seconds left on the clock. L3 putting in some work.
That Hydra, though, on the Discount Knights of Lego Castle, though, is really going to help them out. The range that it has is just going to be the difference maker, in my opinion.
Absolutely. Especially on a map like Sturgeon.
Situation. Yeah, I mean, it's all defense right now. It's all they have to do, and they can just really rely on the Hydra and keep it alive, and they can do the work for them.
Last 10 seconds. Tower is neutral at the moment. That brush is close enough, though, that all I have to do is stand on it. That's game.
That's game.
The Lego Knights take it. Very nicely done.
And Cheap Knights of Lego Castle with excellent dance coordination. Spot on. You gotta match your emos. That's just wonderful. Love to see it.
Next up on the docket, we've got Rainmaker Scorch Gorge. Taking a quick look at the bracket. It's looking like Switch 2 Tutorial has already been decided.
Ooh.
They have taken down the Inkopolis reciprocal taxes. Or tariffs, rather. Moving on to Rainmaker Scorch Gorge. This one is interesting for sure. I can't remember where they put the second pedestal. I can't remember where they put the second checkpoint. Oh, wait, yes I do. It's across the grates. You can take the grates for a quick shortcut to a pedestal, or you can try and go up the inkable ramp, but either way, it's very difficult to get in if they have range. And we know those Lego Knights are going to be bringing a Hydra Splatling.
We've been seeing it a lot in many of the teams, yeah, and that's. I think it's probably one of the better choices, you know, in terms of the weapons that you can purchase at that price point.
Solid value.
Definitely solid value.
Alright, care to read off these weapons?
We have a nice gold arrow spray. We have ourselves Nautilus. We have ourselves an NZAP 89 and a Dreadringer for the team discounting your milkshakes. And the Cheap Knights of LEGO Cats are bringing out, they're pretty much their same comp. An Octobrush, the Dowser Dualies, a Neo Sploosh, and a Vanilla Hydra.
Rainmaker has been popped. No one really in position to grab it, though. The area around it is painted by the discounting your milkshake.
There's the numbers advantage, though, but no one has decided to grab it to make any use of it.
There we go. LEGO Knights grab it.
Oh, and a very patient Zipcaster.
Patient Booyah Bomb as well, keeping them from taking it across those grates.
I see that NZAP sneaking behind it. Oh, and a nice flank with the reach. Okay, there it is.
That Nautilus sees those beacons. Counting your milkshake in possession of the maker. Can they push it forward, though? It's looking like the LEGO Knights are on strong defense.
Oh, and there it is. They're sneaking in, discounting your milkshake. Almost to check.
Counting your milkshake does take lead. Dreadringer ran out of ink. There's the checkpoint. 93 remaining for the LEGO Knights. 68 remaining, and a solid triple!
The black not doing work. And the white.
And that wipeout might just secure the game! Oh, but not quite! It gets down to 1!
We still have a game.
At this point, the LEGO Knights have to get the KO in order to win.
Oh! And a death off the side of the world. Probably for the best he respawns faster.
They have
Double
Reseller coming in.
Booyah.
That's a reset.
Also probably for the best. Hopefully we'll give their team some time to regroup and at least get part of mid painted for themselves.
We are seeing some work being put in by that Hydra. LEGO Knights do get the pop, but they're not really in a position to grab that maker.
They do anyways, though. They have the numbers now.
Booyah Bomb comes out, trying to dislodge, but there's another Booyah Bomb guarding.
Don't get too close.
The Rainmaker just needs an in.
Making its own in. Oh, but delayed by the Booyah Bomb, and that allows them to get the pick on it.
3 down. Ooh, almost gets picked off by that auto bomb.
They better get back up there because there's not a lot of time left.
45 seconds on the clock. It's still 83 to 1. Lego Knights have not yet broken the checkpoint. Reef Slider gets a double.
And
There's a wipeout.
I think that might seal it, but let's see if they can get something to happen.
There are some beacons around.
That is true.
Maybe, just maybe, the Lego Knights can pull off a miracle.
Discounting your milkshake though.
But it's not looking likely. That's game.
That is game.
Discounting your milkshake. Takes game 2. We're going to game 3. Which means I get to see Manta Maria. Yay.
Yay! A little bit of Clam Blitz to finish us off of our Swiss rounds.
And we got a fist bump.
Love to see it.
The chat is hyped for game 3.
Three.
I think my biggest takeaway from this is check with officials first before showing replays. That's the lesson we've learned here today.
We are all lifelong learners. You must embrace that if you're ever going to make it through life.
Taking a quick look at the bracket while we are waiting for teams to ready up. We do, in fact, have yet another victory here. With 4 men going 2-0 against the Splatland Tariffs. Good news, the Tariffs have been defeated. If only it were that easy.
That's your one.
Meanwhile, Cloud Yellers versus $1 McValue Menu is still also going to Game 3.
I'm on tenterhooks. So what do you think? Teams have taken a long time to select their weapons. Are they just trying to decompress from that last match, or are they changing comps to try to break through what they've been dealing with these last few matches?
It could also just be a psychological thing. Make the enemy think they're changing comps, when in reality, they're not.
Well, we'll find out soon enough as we take it to Manta.
Alright, on the side...
Go
Sorry,
ahead.
go on. Oh, I guess I'll go. On the side of Discounting Your Milkshake, we have the Aerospray RG, we have the Nautilus 79, we have a Neo Splush-O-Matic, and we have that Dreadringer. Meanwhile, on the side of the LEGO Knights, we have a similar comp with an Aerospray, but we have the Octobrush Nouveau, the Custom Splattershot Jr., and the Hydra Splatling. Current clam economy seems to be favoring the LEGO Knights. They are not happy about Rainmaker.
Well, maybe this is where they'll make their fortune. They're ready with the ball. They're sneaking in. They have the paint to do it.
There's the score.
Flip and a basket break. And Ratibor's in
There's
position
some
to get
clams in.
And still doing work. Taking out some of those other members. Mara jumping in. No clams, though.
Oh, they're gonna have to chill for a second there. That basket is not ready to be reopened yet. LEGO Knights getting a little eager to get going. The basket is now ready, but there's a splashdown. Oh, their power climb went to the void. But so did the power climb with discounting your milkshake. Seeing dueling Booyah Bombs come out.
I mean, we're seeing a clam lockout here. I mean, they have near monopolization of the market here. Team Knights of Lego
Yeah, but there's still no power clam being made yet. I'm not entirely sure if they're waiting to try and make a whole bunch at once and get an easy knockout.
Oh, there it is.
There's one.
It's happening in the background all along.
There's a couple more clams, and ooh, but they get wiped out at 49. That also is going to give discounting your milkshake yet another pity clam. In the brush, place down some beacons.
I mean, I'm seeing really good fundamentals here on this side of Cheap Knights of Lego Castle. A lot of map control, pacing themselves, controlling the clam economy. I mean, this is how you close out people in clams. Can't play the game if you don't have clams.
Yeah, but there's the wipeout again. Discounting your milkshake.
You're dead though.
Discounting your milkshake has to get in there.
They gotta hustle.
They've only got a minute 20 left. Three down again on the side of the Knights. There's the score. Splashdown to keep things safe. Booyah Bomb to get the Hydra. Alf, you're back.
They're scoring. I see a sneaky flank. A lot of distraction, they're pulling attention away from.
That's a double kill from that Neo Sploosh. 49 to 56.
All right, well, it's anyone's game now if they can get the clams for it.
That penalty is not going to go away from just one power clam, though. They've got to get more clams in. Three down on the Knights again.
This could be it.
Oh, that Booyah Bomb giving them enough time to break the barrier.
They don't have enough clams to get through that penalty and the lead, though. Or do they?
No.
Oh, it's just a hair.
The basket went up too quickly. That power clam is going to the void, and without another one, that's game. The Cheap Knights take it. Very well played. Very close game.
Very. And we were able to bring it to you live in the day-old Sushi Bargain Bin tournament. With new and improved coverage.
All right. Taking a look at the bracket here. It looks like the $1 McValue menu did manage to defeat the Cloud Yellers.
Alright, well, let's see how the scoreboard shakes out once all the math is done.
As we move on to the semifinals. Semifinals is a best of 5. And we will be we'll be spectating 4 men versus Discounting Your Milkshake.
These are our 1 seed and 4 seed teams for the semifinals based on the scorings from the Swiss rounds.
Just waiting on the notification the room is ready. There it is. Alright, for our semifinals, we are starting with Splat Zone's Mako Mart. Before moving on to Tower Control Hagglefish Market, Raidmaker Scorch Gorge, Clan Blitz Marlin Airport, and Splat Zones again on Robo Ramen.
Yes, and this Splat Zone's Mako Mart is also a repeat of our Game 1 for Round 1 map mode combination. So we'll see what the teams have to bring. I mean, knowing the people involved on the 4 men, I mean, strong team here. I mean, really going to be a powerhouse in terms of output, kill counts. We've seen that already in their Mako Splat Zones match earlier in our coverage. And I think we're gonna see a lot of that again. I think, but I'm not gonna discounting your milkshake. They're an excellent team and they gel very well. They've been working together, competitively for many months. So we'll see if experience with their teammates takes it over. It's more of a youth versus experience kind of an argument here.
Looks like someone is choosing to spend their extra money from the weapon pool at the jukebox.
Bold strategy, Cotton, and see if it plays out for him. Every dollar is precious in the Bargain Bin tournament. Don't know if I would spend it on, cool tunes.
I mean, if they've got a sound strategy.
Alright, now let's here.
We've seen a couple of weapons be someone in the chat is asking which weapons have been the most popular. We've seen a lot of Octobrush. We've also seen a fair
Vanilla Hydra. Seen a lot of them.
Yeah, we've also seen a fair bit of Neosploosh.
And in the last couple matches, a lot of gold arrow spray. And there it is again.
Alright. You want to take the weapons?
we have, for 4 men, we have a heavy splatling. We have a... Oh, I always forget which blaster. There's a custom blaster, Petro Dualies, and a nice vanilla tent. And on the side of Discounting Your Milkshake, we have that Vanilla Hydra, the Mark II Bamboozler, a Dread Ringer, and what, the Gold Arrow Spray, I think is what it is? Yes. Can't forget the Booyah.
Already, that custom blaster putting in a ton of work.
We saw that in the first round, and like I said, we're seeing it again.
Already, 4 men down to 35.
Yeah, Discounting is looking for their opening. They might have it now that they have the numbers advantage. It's tapped one by one. They gotta get in there. Oh, and they are.
Oh, they do manage to take it. 13 points remaining for the 4 men, and a hefty penalty on top. Oh, they're quick to retake. Discounting Your Milkshake trying to get a foothold. They do manage to get a pick on the dualies.
They got to take any time they get even just one number advantage. They really have to take it. They have to press.
They've got to keep that blaster in check.
I believe that's Joey on the blaster. That's going to be a hard ask.
Discounting Your Milkshake back in control and through their penalty pretty quickly. But it's still 13 to 91. It's an uphill battle. Let's see if they can do it.
Joey goes down. So down that Hydra. Gets taken out by the Splatling. Old Whiskey. Puts himself on that right stack.
Inkvac doing a good job mitigating those chumps. 84 remaining for Discounting Your Milkshake. 13 still remaining. 4 men have not broken through the penalty yet.
We're getting close, though.
That was 3 down on the side of Discounting Your Milkshake. And that penalty is now gone. It is now or never. That Booyah Bomb helps to negate zone. Reef Slider manages to cap it at 7. 84 to 7. Penalty is gone for Discounting Your Milkshake.
Let's see how long they can hold it for. With staggering specials nicely, I feel like.
Booyah Bomb does manage to keep it. The VEC gets cancelled.
Oh, but Japanda with the zone flip with the Reef. Such a small zone. I mean, one special like that can really take it. It makes it very difficult to keep it long.
For sure. That penalty is burning through very quick for the 4 men.
With Panda being an absolute nuisance.
And that's game. The 4 men did a great job of stalling right at the end when they needed it most.
Very true, very true.
Next up, it is time for Tower Control Hagglefish Market. We saw this one as well.
We did indeed. And I think it was a matchup with 4 men participating as well. So we're going to see that tent again. It's going to make a big difference for Tower Control. tall order. Like I said, it's a really tall order. But I think Discounting Your Milkshake might be able to pull this off though. They had some very smart play in the middle of that match where they started to understand how to break in and who they needed to focus on. I think it was particularly Japanda and Joey, Petrodulies and Blaster, respectively, who were linchpinning the holdout. Once one of those linchpins went down, they were able to make headway.
Absolutely. We saw some good defensive options from the four men, but we also have seen Discounting Your Milkshake has put in some work in the past.
I mean, Soda on the Hydra has definitely been that for Discounting Your Milkshake. They have been a rock for Discounting Your Milkshake in every match that we've watched.
Looks like we were making some final gear deliberations. Let's see it.
And I don't know if they're going to switch Lavender back in for another match at some point, because I know Discounting Your Milkshake has 5 members, so one sitting out every match.
All right. On the side of the four men, we have that heavy Splatling Deco. We've got a Kraken. We've got that Charcoal Decapitator for Inkjet. We have the Tetradulis, and we have that Tenebrella. Meanwhile, on the side of Discounting Your Milkshake, we have that we have a Hydra Splatling. We have Bamboozler Mark II, and we have 2 Booyah Bomb weapons in the form of the Forge Splattershot Pro and the Aerospray. Four men already at checkpoint 1.
Yeah, the Charcoal Decaf is going to be it's going to be a tough one. I've watched Joey play his decavs, and he is a menace.
The Kraken is on tower, but it looks like it's getting forced off.
Aladerp holding it down with the tent, making sure they make that check.
Making their way to checkpoint 3. But it looks like that's where that push ends for now. 2 down on both sides. Booyah Bomb comes out from Discounting Your Milkshake. Just trying to get one of those 4 men out of there.
2 of them now. Hala back on the tower with the Kraken, making it around that flank to checkpoint 3. And a good vac. Very well timed.
And that's game. So far, it's 2-0 for the 4 men. I'm curious about something that I'll check when we get back to the lobby. Have the 4 men lost a game? Checking the scoreboard and taking a look. Looks like they did lose a game in round 3.
So
they lost 1 to 2. Yeah, they did bleed to switch to tutorial.
So, as Mara would say, I believe they can do it. I want to see it. I want to get a game for it. I want to get a game 5 in. Let's go. Let's go.
It's worth noting, though, that that is the only game they have lost thus far. Let's see if it will remain the only game they lose before the finals.
Yeah, maybe the Discounting Your Milkshake and Call Switch 2 tutorial is not free in the short amount of seconds they have left and find out how to win that extra game. What did they do? Pull up that match replay. Fast forward. Double speed.
We'll not be pulling up any more replays on the stream. I'm sorry, we won't. We're done with replays. Few seconds left. Ready it up just in time. Let's see some Rainmaker Scorch Gorge. Cat believes in the reverse sweep.
I believe.
Tell us about those weapons.
All right, 4 men bringing a heavy splatling. Ooh, that charcoal decal's back out again. Japanda's still on the Tetradualies and Pala with the Pentabrella. With Discounting Your Milkshake, bringing back out that Vanilla Hydra. I believe that's the L3 Dread Ringer and a nice gold arrow to round things out.
Looks like Pop did go to the 4 men. 4 men getting some decent picks out there. Not quite picking up Maker just yet. There they go.
Yeah, Joey's got it now. Seeing if he can soften anyone, but getting pressured by Soda on that Hydra, which goes down. They have the numbers, they can get up there.
There's the wipeout.
Get the check.
Effect point cleared, but we've seen this game go to 1 before.
Well, so far 25. If they can get Japanda out of there, though.
Oh, we're seeing some jumps come out immediately.
Oh boy. Oh, but that crab's doing work. Somebody grab it. Somebody grab it. Reef Slider against Reef Slider.
Still at 25 remaining for the 4 men. Rainmaker has now been picked up by Discounting Your Milkshake.
Oh man, do you just drop it? I mean... It's gonna be a hard way to regroup.
Rainmaker was basically dragged back to mid. We're seeing an Inkbat come out, protecting that Maker.
Wow, yeah, from that Reef Slider. Well done, the Pala. Pala Derp on that Pentabrella and Inkbat. Crab's out. Crab's gone because they picked up the Rainmaker. Are trying to find a way to get it out of there.
Great in the chat, pointing out that I believe it's the Tenebrella is wearing their festival tee.
Oh yeah, no, Palace had that on the whole time. From round 1 on, yep.
If it has the abilities they need.
Oh, and here it is. Do they get the check? And they make it.
Yeah. Seems like Festival Tea is not being a detriment.
No, it's fashion forward, baby. And with that, 3-0 sweep for the 4 men.
And a fist bump to end it. Alright. That is this side of the semifinals done and over. Looks like the other side is not quite going as quickly. Still sitting at 1-0 for Switch 2 Tutorial is not free versus Cheap Knights of Lego Castle.
Yeah, well, let's see if we can get up one of those replays and keep things going. We'll check in on our Team 2 and Team 3 seed for our semifinal matchup. Switch 2 Tutorial is not free versus Cheap Knights of Lego Castle.
Alright, I have been authorized to show the replay of the other side of this bracket.
We should have some time. It's best of 5. We should at least be able to get a couple looks in. But we are ready to cut that replay at any time to bring you live final match coverage.
Yes, absolutely. Once the lobby is like fully closed properly, because I don't want to break anything else.
I'm getting words from our TOs on high that it is safe to leave the room.
Okay. Alright, we will watch one more replay. This is from the other side of the bracket. Let's see Mako Mart Splat Zones between Switch 2 Tutorial is not free versus the Lego Knights. Alright. On the side of Switch 2 Tutorial, we have both Bamboozlers, we have a Hydra Splatling, and we have a Undercover Brella. Meanwhile, over on the side of the Lego Knights, we have that Hydra Splatling still. We have those Dowser Doolies. We have an Octobrush, and we have Neo Sploosh. Did I mention the Hydra? I mentioned the Hydra.
Hydra's all around.
First possession goes to the Knights. But it looks like Switch 2 Tutorial has taken it back for now. 89 to 82. That score is going down, though. There's the lead flip. Looking like some solid control from the Switch 2 Tutorial. But that Zipcaster is enough to recap zone for the Knights. Zone is currently contested. Scores 44 remaining for the Switch 2 Tutorial, 80 remaining for the Knights. And the Discord stream is up.
I am never going to get tired of seeing this double Bamboozler Splat Zones work. It's what a thing of beauty. Cheap Knights of Lego Castle just getting harangued in their base, trying to make a way out.
Oh, and it looks like they might have their chance. Switch to tutorial was 3 down. There's the flip. Penalty's gone. The Knights are keeping control. Does manage to flip back to the Switch 2 tutorial, but that's a pretty hefty penalty to burn through.
And they're making short work of it. Just a few short more ticks, and they'll be finishing their win here. Let's see what we have.
Penalty is gone. The Knights have to make a move pretty quick here, because that count is going down. It's down to 5, and they managed to flip the zone.
Still on.
That's a pretty comfortable lead for the Switch 2 tutorial, but it's still anyone's game. There's a wipeout, though. They managed to keep control of the zone.
And they're really trying to paint him out.
1 minute left. Score is 70-5. Penalty's almost gone. This Booyah Bomb has to put in work.
It's too late.
Not quite enough. A lot of back and forth there.
Okay. And with our bracket check, Switch 2 tutorial is not free, is up 2-0 over Cheap Knights of Lego Castle. So,
dare I ask if we have enough time for another replay?
I would sit on it for a second.
We're gonna chill and see if the match finishes quickly. In the meantime, congrats to Team Knight for winning 100x. Good job.
Very nice.
Okay.
All right.
Tio says I would not
hold.
risk it, so we are not going to risk it. Part of being a bargain hunter is knowing to not be or is knowing to be at least somewhat risk averse.
Discretion is the better part of valor. Remember it.
We will instead feature a live updating bracket. Signs are currently pointing to Switch 2 tutorial taking this, but we could also see a reverse sweep of the Cheap Knights of Lego Castle.
You never know.
If this is your first time seeing one of the matches that I have streamed, it's not normally this scuffed. I normally like to run a fairly professional show here. I just made a bad decision and then everything spiraled. My sincerest apologies for that.
Like I said, bargain bin tourney, bargain bin streaming. But it's getting better every match we stream. Just like people's appreciation for these underutilized weapons in the Splatoon meta.
I'm very glad that a handful of the weapons that I usually play have a presence fairly low in the tournament. Like, I very much unironically enjoy running Neosploosh, especially completely stacked up on sub power. It's very fun.
Neosploosh has beacons, yeah, so that's going to be the fast
Mhm.
beacons.
Oh, yes.
That's the best. Just running in to battle with a dagger and ultra fast beacons. Ooh, and
I mean-
Switch 2 tutorial is not free against cheap Knights of Lego Castle. It has now 2-1.
Yeah, the Knights have managed to pull off one game. Can we get the reverse sweep?
All right, I'm getting word from TOs on high that we can go ahead and stream another replay. And that we will
All right.
cut it. We go to our live feed if needed.
Alright.
Let's see this 2-1 game. I want to see this one. Pull that one up.
Yeah, let's see it. This one is Rainmaker Scorch Gorge. Let me go ahead and plug it into the lobby terminal. Alright, here is the replay. The winner of this game is indeed the cheap Knights of Lego Castle. But let's see how they got there. Alright, on the side of, fresh from my memory, Switch 2 tutorial, we still have those two boozlers, two bamboozlers that is. We have that Hydra Splatling, and we have that Undercover Brella. Meanwhile, on the side of the Lego Knights, we have the Brush, the Gold Arrow Spray, the Custom Splattershot Jr., and the Hydra Splatling. Current possession is in favor of Switch 2 tutorial.
Trying to soften up their entry path here. Taking that right go. Look, clip.
You see the Rainmaker reset. The Hydra has to retreat. I think they're out of ink. Possession was held by the Knights. They do manage to get lead. 97 to 87 remaining. Ooh! Octobrush gets a double.
This has
That
gotta be
Zipcaster
a
is
check
going to
one.
distract.
Let's see if they can get me more points on the board.
That Booyah Bomb might keep them from doing that, though.
Yeah, a lot of good defensive work here.
Yep, that Hydra is
Reset.
ensuring that that Rainmaker gets reset.
Booyah bombs going out on both sides.
2 down on the side of the Knights. Rainmaker in possession of Switch 2 Tutorial.
Trying to go for that first check.
But they got found by the arrow spray, looks like.
Pillow could not provide enough cover for him.
That Reef Slider went into the wall, but it looks like it worked. Oh, but it didn't quite give them the checkpoint.
I don't think I've ever seen it like that, perched on top of the Rainmaker without it actually hitting check.
Rainmaker back in possession of the Knights. They've got to get it out of there, though. Especially since that timer ticked down very fast. That's a reset. Booyah Bomb comes out trying to pave a path for that checkpoint. That's a wipeout, though.
Wipe.
Rainmaker in possession of the Knights. 1 minute left on the clock.
This is a 69 to 68 win. Well, I'm gonna lose it.
I don't know about that.
Everything's coming out right now. Whales, booyahs, booyahs, other whales. And
There's another wipe. We're still the Knights push forward.
that lead. Their 1 point lead becomes a many point lead.
They push all the way to 23. 15 seconds left on the clock. Switch Tutorial does manage to get a wipe. They've got possession of the Rainmaker. This is going to overtime. They don't have a lot of time here in overtime, though.
Being patient.
One pick on that Maker from the
and
Booyah Bomb decides the game.
Okay. Alright, that'll be the last replay because I can see our bracket has closed with Switch 2 Tutorial taking it. So our final pairing is going to be 4 men against Switch 2 Tutorial is not free.
All right. There we go. That room will be open. I just gotta make sure I'm in there instead of watching replays. Alright. For our finals,
We have TC Undertow. We have Rainmaker, Eeltail Alley. Clamblitz on Manta Maria. Blatzones on Crableg Capital. And then Tower Control on Sturgeon Shipyard.
Yeah, let's see if we can go to a Game 5.
I want them all. I want them all. I want it now.
I am absolutely biased in that Tower Control is my favorite mode. But, yes, please. Let's go to Game 5. Again, we're seeing one of the teams spend a little extra money from their weapon budget on the jukebox.
Gotta put yourself in the right mindset. Get your game face on. Get your head straight.
I mean, unless that's coming out of their personal account.
Okay. We have all participants, I think, are in.
I'm getting quite a few tracks being queued up here. Alright, it's finals. Who will be the bargain bin champions?
I mean, I definitely do want to take this time to say to the other teams, excellent play. I really enjoyed watching everyone's matches and seeing what comps people were deciding to pull out of this this dollar menu list. This has been fun. Still want to see a team pull the we're going to spend so much money we can only field 3 people, but I don't think it's going to happen. You got to play smart at this point. We're in the finals.
I believe one of the officials is saying, how fun would it be to make the credit limit lower for finalists?
I think it's a little bit too late to change the format of the tournament.
Yeah, just a bit.
As we go into this first game on Tower Control and Undertow.
Alright, you got the weapons?
Let's take a look. We have 4 men with similar comp they brought before. Tentabrella, this time regular roster. I see those Tetradulies and a heavy Splatling. And on the side of the Switch 2 tutorial is not free. That Vanilla Hydra. We got those couple of the Bamboozlers out of Mark 1 and 2. And that Undercover.
Alright. Looks like the 4 men are through the first checkpoint, making their way to checkpoint 2. Blaster again putting in work, challenging ledges. That was a direct hit.
Old Whiskey holding the tower down, getting through that second jack. Goes down
the Bamboozler does find 2. Looks like that tower is going back to mid. Current score is 97 for Switch 2 Tutorial. 36 remaining for 4 men. That Booyah Bomb is going to keep him off tower, though. If only for just a little bit.
Yeah, they were probably hoping that was going to do more.
Inkvac is out and causing problems on the enemy plat. Checkpoint 3. There's a bubble on that checkpoint. That's a free checkpoint right there.
It's almost closed out. Katonic's trying to make something happen on the tower itself, but can't do it.
A nice and quick win for the 4 men. Alan once again proving you don't need a shirt gear slot.
Not necessarily.
Or rather, that your Splatfest tee can be that gear. I wonder if we'll get a Splatfest tee replica in this game like we did with 2.
I mean, if we're going through there, taking their sweet time.
Next up is Rainmaker on Eeltail Alley.
I don't think much is going to change here comp-wise. I feel like these teams are pretty locked in with what they've been doing. You know, why mess up a good thing?
I think Kiki is just going through every track.
Okay, well with that, the jukebox selections are over. It's fight time.
Alright, getting into Rainmaker here. On the side of the 4 men, we have the exact same comp as last time, that being a vanilla tent umbrella, a vanilla blaster, some dark tetradualies, and a heavy splatling. Meanwhile, on the side of Switch 2 Tutorial, I believe that's also the same comp, with both flavors of Bamboozler, the Mark 1 and the Mark 2, as well as an undercover umbrella and a Hydra splatling. First position did go to Switch 2 Tutorial. First position went to Switch 2 Tutorial. They managed to get 3 down on the side of the 4 men. They're carrying that Rainmaker all the way to checkpoint. Are they going to try pushing through on Inkable, though?
They could. I mean, they have the numbers, potentially.
2 down on both sides.
Okay. Nope. No sneak possible.
40 points remaining for Switch 2 Tutorial. 4 men in possession.
Smart jump there.
Ooh, we see the Vec does get a pick. We've got some beacons out. The 4 men going for that lower checkpoint.
And they get it.
They might be trying to push up ramp.
Oh, absolutely.
They absolutely are. They get it all the way down to 12, taking the lead. That's not much of a lead, though. Distance-wise, anyway. That's 2 picks down on the 3 men. On the 4 men, rather. 3 down. They do manage to push it to 10. Switch 2 Tutorial in possession of Maker. Pushing forward, trying to get that jump. And it looks like they succeeded. Their slider comes out, gets stopped by the corner, though. There's only 1 man standing out of the 4.
Yeah,
But he's putting in work. And switch to Tutorial in possession of Maker, but not for much longer. Scores are still 40 to 10, 2:14 left on the clock.
Bigzel finally manages to get Panda down. It's going to be huge. One of those linchpins like we talked about before. But here it is. Pet gimmicks. Protects them up the pedestal.
Alright, I think we saw a fist bump there.
Ew.
Alright, moving on. It is time for more Clan Blitz. Clan Blitz Manta Maria. This is potentially game point.
It's true. It's true, but more importantly, we got to see what Kiki chooses to put on the radio. Jukebox selection. I'm waiting. I don't feel like Switch to Tutorial is playing badly. I don't know what adjustments they may need to make playstyle wise to neutralize, you know, what 4 men have going on right now. And I'm really kind of at a loss of what I would do to try to break through this. I mean, just the aggression of the blaster and the Tetras is just dominating.
Absolutely. We have seen those Bamboozlers get some good play, though. It's just a matter of if they're allowed to play the game.
It's true. It's so true. Now, do you think that Manta favors the Bamboozlers more than Eeltail might have?
Not really, no.
Yeah.
I mean, there are long straightaways, yes, but Eeltail is just one giant long straightaway.
Yeah. Yeah, there's enough elevation changes too, and in Manta that just make it irritating to keep line of sight.
Alright, on the side of the 4 men, for the very last time, we have the Tentabrella, we have the Blaster, we have the Gluga Dualies, and we have a Heavy Splatling. Meanwhile, on the side of the Switch Tutorial is not free, we have the Bamboozler Mark II, the Bamboozler Mark I, the Undercover Umbrella, and the Hydra Splatling. Current Clam Economy favors Switch 2 Tutorial. First time we're seeing Glugas.
This is the time. That's a soft wipe, I think, right there.
Absolutely is. There's a huge lead. 2 footballs in.
Can they get some more clams to keep it open? I don't think they have anything left. Nothing's respawning near them either.
Current score is 100 to 48. Very strong first push.
Absolutely. That's the kind of play we're going to need to see to force the game 5.
That's another power clam from Switch 2 Tutorial.
And
The 4 men do have a pity clam.
Offer. Oh, and there goes the ball carrier.
Well, looks like they're keeping both those footballs in play. Or trying to, anyway. That heavy splatling is causing some problems.
Yeah, that first ball's gonna die, unfortunately.
Yep, it goes to the void.
Looks like Old Whiskey's trying to get the second one to go there, too.
They gotta pick it up fast. Nope, it goes to the void. Current clam economy now favors the 4 men. They've got a power clam and it isn't even their pity.
And
There's the score. But without getting another clam in, that's going to be 81 to 48. Or 80 to 48.
Who's counting? Right. Oh, and it looks like
Yep.
they're just gonna do it themselves.
There's a solid sneak attack.
Pixel and Crab putting in some clams now.
Penalty's gone. Power clam is picked up and it looks like they're jumping in.
But jumping in.
Oh, but they throw it off the map!
Oh,
Unfortunate! That would have been a huge lead extension, but they threw it off the map instead.
now
I have made that mistake before.
That himself.
Minute 18 left on the clock. 80 points remaining for the 4 men, 45 remaining for Switch to Tutorial.
Only 2 men up right now.
That football is going to the void. Ah, they tried to get away with it again. They weren't
Could not,
quite
though.
so lucky this time.
Old Whiskey was onto their trick. It looks like they're trying to
30
make their own
seconds
quick
left.
happen. Oh, death and dismemberment around
There's the
ball.
score!
It goes in, though. A little bit of follow.
And there's one more clam in.
I see a jumper
Oh.
coming in.
Oh, but they don't quite throw it in.
The basket's still open, though. But
That power
nobody
clam is
there
going
get
to
it.
the void. 58 to 45, it's very close. But that basket is now closed.
One power clam would do it, though.
It's
And
overtime.
then 3 more clams would have to do it. Pete. Gonna be tough.
That is a razor-thin lead if they can get those 2 power clams in. Looking like the Doolies might be trying to provide some jumps.
Trying.
Oh, but the timer ran out.
Oof.
You've only got 20 seconds to make a play. Game 3 goes to Switch 2 Tutorial is not free.
Wow. Keep it alive. Keep it alive. Go to game 5.
We could see the start of a reverse sweep. Game 4, we're going to Splat Zones in Crab Lake Capital.
Alright, I'm curious to see how well Switch 2 Tutorial does on this, because I can see the strong bamboo play being really powerful. If they can take control of those crates, I can see that being really dominating, potentially.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't quite count out the Blaster, though. Blasters also really like rates.
And Joey is a menace.
The chat is pleading on their hands and knees for Game 5.
Give the people what they want.
We'll see how easily the 4 men are willing to give up a game to take us to Game 5. Pemex ZN, quad aerospray?
Oh, I would be so lucky.
Not quite. You want to take these weapons?
It's pretty similar from what we've seen. Slight change to the non-vanilla tent. Vanilla Blaster. I got some Dark Petra dualies and a heavy Flatling for 4 men. And more or less the same comp we've seen from Switch 2 tutorial. You know, with those double bamboozlers, the Mark II this time, holding it down with the undercover and the vanilla Hydra.
First possession is in favor of Switch 2 tutorial. I forgot to switch scenes.
So
But it looks like the 4 men are contesting. We see the Trizuka come out.
Painting with bodies in the zone. Katanic's trying to hold it.
There's the wipeout,
Another
though.
by a dolphin.
Boom Bomb comes out. There's a lead flip. 80 points remaining for Switch 2 tutorial, but 4 men is in control.
But they are
They
down.
managed to flip it at 57.
Manpower. Oh, and an excellent reef slider by Katana.
You'll love to see the reef slider doubles.
Love it, and especially from Undercover Brella. And
There's a lead flip
arrow
again.
flip.
Ooh, nice quick zone flip. That must have been a reef slider.
Must have, yeah.
Zone's been neutralized. Flipped back to Switch 2 tutorial.
Not to be outdone. That Hydra getting back up on top. Suppressing that Splatling.
Earning through that penalty nice and quick. There's a wipeout.
Oh, and an opportunity to put some more points on the board for Switch 2
That
tutorial.
lead is getting wider. Switch 2 tutorial maintaining solid control. We could be seeing Game 5.
Give the people what they want.
Oh, that's 2 down on the side of Switch 2 tutorial.
Zook.
That's a
Oh,
wipeout
another
on Switch 2 tutorial.
This time for 4 men.
4 men now in control. 57 to 26 with the penalty going down fast. That's calling that commentator's curse. I'm not convinced. That penalty is gone.
They better hurry.
Switch 2 tutorial needs to play. There's the lead, but the game's not over yet.
Paladin being an absolute nuisance with that 10 on those grades.
The bubble comes out. Ah, that's game.
There it is. 4 men finish it in Game 4.
Incredibly well played.
Yes,
I could have seen that Game 4 going either way. GG's.
Absolutely, yes. Wow.
That's... That was a quick snippet of what the community tournament looked like. Let's get through with that one more little layer of scuff.
It was a bargain weapons tournament, not a bargain play tournament. We saw excellent work by these teams, making do with an imperfect situation.
Absolutely. A lot of strong plays from a lot of weapons that are very much considered weak. So, there you have it.
Well, congratulations to the 4 men for their victory, and once again, absolutely amazing play by all of our teams. I thank them for their participation in this. This was a fun little tournament tonight.
Absolutely. Aether, thank you for hopping on and co-commentating with me.
Absolutely. Thanks for doing all the hard parts.
And for more weapons that may or may not be at a discount, keep it tuned right here to Day Old Sushi.